What is up? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Back with some more Resident Evil Reverse gameplay for you. And with the latest update that just recently dropped, we got a new character, which is Umber Eyes. And weird name. I don't know about that one. But most important thing, how did they play? Did they play alright? And that's going to be a hard thing to answer for me because I don't think I could find any middle ground. I'll say this. I'm probably going to play them more than Tundra. I think I already have. But I don't know if I'll play them as much as Night Owl. So, let's get into what this character does. So, basically, their main weapon is a sniper. It's one of those snipers. Not like a bolt, but basically you could fire a bunch of rounds in it before you have to reload. And they got a little pistol, which, I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. They have this ability to see through enemies through the wall. They also have a flashbang, and I guess their other ability is when they're standing still for a decent amount of time, they can cloak. And my biggest problem, as I'm trying to explain this the best I can, I like the sniper. Sniper's nice, it's good. But my biggest problem is I don't know if the flashbang just does it for me. Because the flashbang, obviously, it's a flashbang. It's self-explanatory what it does. I just don't feel like the effect is long enough or does much. Because I used it with the extended duration coin, and it just seemed like I wasn't getting... Like, if I stun you with the Claire EMP, it lasts so much longer. If I do the... if I knock you down like with the Chris Punch or the Leon or Ada kicks and whatnot, it just does so... they last so much longer. They get the effect you want. Like, maybe they might kill you, but also they could do what you want them to do is just stun you and just stop you from being able to do anything for a couple seconds. And that's the point. So you can just finish them off with a quick follow-up with your weapon or whoever you're playing as. The problem I have with the flashbang is I just kept using it. It's like, I swear it seemed like the moment I threw it and it detonated on the person. By the way, the travel distance isn't very far either. But when it detonated, it's like they were stunned for as long as it took me to get out of the animation of throwing it to be able to pick up my weapon. So almost non-existent. Like, it was just like, it's not long enough. And that's a problem to me because if it's going to be that unreliable, then it's like if someone gets up close to you in your face, you're kind of screwed. And that's the problem, is he doesn't have anything that really just can help him get out of a jam. Because that flashbang just doesn't do it nowhere near enough. It's not something that's going to really save your ass too many times. I mean, once in a while it might work the way it is, but it's just, I don't know. It's just, and maybe I'm not using it right. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I got to experiment a little bit more with it. But it's just every time they get up in my face, I just get owned, and that's the bottom line. That's what I like. Another thing I don't like, forgot about this, is I'm not a big fan of the active cloak. Not that I think it's like, useless or whatnot. It's just like I don't see the point of it. Like, the point is, if you stand still, long enough, you go invisible. Here's the problem with that. Who is going to be standing still? I mean, I get it for momentary, things that just happen in a certain given moment, but as you can tell just by watching any reverse game, people are moving around. They ain't standing still. And as I said, and it means standing still, not like kind of strafing a little bit left and right while aiming down the sights. It means moving. You can't be moving, period. So it's just like, why? What's the point of that? It's just there's no purpose or point of doing that, honestly. That should have been something else, and maybe that could have given you something, like maybe a little bit more stamina or whatnot, or just something. I was thinking maybe you could, at least one or two times you can take a hit that would normally cause you to flinch or fall over or something like that. Be a good thing. I like that a lot more than damn invisibility. It helped me out a lot more, just for the fact that you are a sniper. You don't have a lot of ammunition, and as I said, the handgun, it doesn't hold a lot of ammo in a clip either. And I'll be honest, I'm not, because I'll be the first one to admit, I'm not somebody that uses a lot of secondary weapons very often. If I'm changing a secondary weapon, it's only because I have no choice but to. But also another reason why I don't like using secondaries too much is, I'll be ashamed to admit it, I a lot of times forget which one is on the D-pad. you know, the left or right. I usually like use the wrong one and waste precious time when in a massive gunfight. Another thing I struggle with here is up close with the sniper. I was terrible. Watch this shit. Watch how bad this is. Yeah, I'm about to win, but it's just like, let's watch this. I hit him the first time, and then I miss every single time. It's just like, wow. I should have taken me off the leaderboard for that. It's just pathetic. But yeah, if they're at a distance, I'm a lot better. But up close, and I get it, you know, you're not really supposed to snipe people up close. But I don't know, just I haven't found that comfort zone. As I said, there's things I like about them, but there's other things I wish could have been done a lot better. And I don't know if they're ever going to be due because, you know, since this game's been launched, not since the beta, it's just the normal game. I don't know if a lot of characters have been changed at all. It's just, that might be what we get. Now, this is something I did like a lot. I love the Lycan. He was the best part of this update by far. He is awesome and fun to use. I love his little strafe where he goes real quickly, and you can just completely just avoid a lot of damage while doing it in the pounce. I don't get a pounce here, but it's like the animation. It's really a lot of fun, and especially when you get someone, it's a satisfying feeling. And I just hope to get more opportunities with him. But the problem is he's a one virus canister thing. I'm surprised the game didn't crash because of all that explosion there. But he's a one virus canister creature, so you're fighting between him, Jack Baker, and a hunter. But man, the one virus canister, man, that's the GOAT tier right there, not the two. It's definitely those three. So. But that was definitely the highlight of this update by far for me. And it's just, you know, something that, as they got to get lucky, make sure you transform to them. But anyway, moving on. That's how I like the sniper, but it's just, and the sad part is it's probably my best game I've played as Umber Eyes, but it takes so long for me to get into it. It just took me, you know, way too long. And just lucky for me, no one was really running away with this game so I can eventually pick up the scraps and get the victory. But I just don't know if this is going to be like something that's like, all right, you know, I want to play a bunch of games, I'm trying to win, I'm going to be taking this guy. You know, probably not. I'd say he's not the worst for me, nowhere near close, but he's nowhere near the top either. He's kind of in the middle. And I said, maybe I need to readjust my coins and do other things, but that'll come with a little trial and error. But I do like the gun, the sniper. And then the next question is, well, how does his sniper pair up to like Ada's crossbow? Because is this the counter for that? Is this going to be like Sniper Wars? And if you're just comparing the weapons, then I can see a lot of people who may not be good for a one-shot crossbow. They get the bolt action, you know, sniper. Not bolt, but you know, sniper rifle that has multiple shots to it before you have to reload. I can see people taking that over that. But the problem is that it's not just the guns. You're comparing the characters too, and he doesn't have nowhere near anything else, to be honest. Who does have the agility and be able to go across the map like Ada does, as well as other things on top of it, and the melee kick and the crossbolt and stuff like that. But I just feel like he needs something else, and then that cloak, that wasn't what he needed. Like, he really didn't need that cloak. He needed something else, and that's just something I think they kind of messed up there a little bit. But as I said, you know, another character. But another problem I have is not technically with him, but it's with all the new characters, all the Hound Wolf Squad members. And I didn't even notice this, so someone like mentioned it when I was reading online. Is when you load up in a game and you like see Ada, you're just like, okay, there's an Ada player. I know what they're gonna do. I gotta be careful. I can't peek around corners too much because they may hit me with a crossbow or whatnot. I see a Chris player. You gotta watch out for the invincibility and the punch, and when he goes his Priority 11 Aura ability or whatnot. But when you see these Hound Wolf Squad members, there's a problem. It's hard to tell who they are half the time because they all look alike. They all have the same type of helmets and mask, and I mean, you might be able to notice like the machines around the one or like the virus cancer, but it's just like at first glance, it's hard to tell, and that can be a problem just from the fact that, you know, it's hard to prepare if you're not 100% sure which one is which half the time. Now you're like right up close to them, but because I know a lot of people, and I'm included, just get really mad and upset that, hey, you keep putting these characters all look alike. I've heard someone call them all G.I. Joe ripoffs or something, but like, add some other people in here. Get some other characters in this game. They're famous, but I don't look like that's ever going to happen. They just want to add people from the squad. I don't know what they're obsessed with the squad. It's just, they're not the A-team, I'll tell you that much right now, but But yeah, but let me guys know what you guys think about this new character. Is he someone you're going to be playing with? Is there some things you like? Do you figure out how he works a lot better than I do? Is there things you do differently? I like to hear everyone's opinion because, as I said, the most important thing is not necessarily what the character does. It's sometimes the player, the operator himself. And I'm not always the best operator, as you can obviously tell, because that time I can't even hit a stationary object. But that is going to be it. If you did enjoy this video, hopefully I can see you guys back in the next one. Thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and I hope to see you all later. Peace.